Hi everyone. For those who have not met me before, my name is Ernestine Day, and I am the Soulful Guitarist, and I channel energy from source through me, through my guitar, without using words. And for those that are familiar with light language, that's what I do. Yeah. So I'm just going to make sure that I am live on Facebook, because yesterday was a day and a half. It was just, yeah, it was crazy. I'm just going to check my... Okay, it says they're both streaming, which is awesome. Yes, I couldn't even go live. Like, it was crazy. It was just, the wheel. Didn't matter what I did. I even rebooted my router. My friend Jennifer was kind enough energetically to clear this interference, right? It was crazy. I even switched directly to just Facebook instead of using Restream, which allows me to go 2 places at once or 5 places at once. And then however long it was, like all of a sudden the screen worked. I went, what? And that was just on Facebook, and I wasn't about to log out and come back in. So I even switched directly to there we go. Hey Jen, I see that you're here. Okay, I need to whoops, alchemize some energy. Yeah. Okay, let's see where we go. Oh yeah, even on the live last night. And wait, everything I did, you did not come through on your end, so I just deleted it. And but I have the recording because it was a good recording. So let's see where we go. Here we go. Good afternoon, everybody. Just depending where you're at in the world. Some of you guys are in the early evening. I'm on the Pacific coast of Canada, just outside of Vancouver, and my time right now is 4:36. So if you're on the eastern side of things, it's 7:36, and if you're from the Atlantic Maritimes, it's 8:36, which is where I'm actually born and raised at, a little island called Prince Edward Island. And yeah, I just started looping 3.5 years ago. It's coming up towards 4 now. And this incredible tool cracked me wide open. What you're hearing is this incredible expansion within myself and trusting myself. And it's like when I embodied this, that I am. I've always been that, but this is another level. And which was June of 2023. It's been massive shifts, massive shifts. Yeah. This one was channeled. I'll see if I can do it. It's just about the energy, and because this was channeled a couple of days ago. I haven't worked on it outside of doing that one live. I think I did 2 that day. One earlier, one in the evening. And so let's see if I can channel that. Here we go. Oop, wrong button. just like, wow. Whew. Yeah, it was, whew. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Connie. Thank you. Yeah, I love what I get to do, get to be too. That one, that energy that came in, was it last week? Yeah, this is what, Tuesday? Yeah, last week. And I never know how it wants to be expressed. And that's one thing about channeling for me, is sometimes I retain the music, sometimes I don't. And the ones I do retain, I never know how it wants to be played, because if we sit there and pigeonhole ourselves with emotions and feelings, we block ourselves right there in that pigeonhole. And, you know, I've been constantly learning, growing, expanding. And I'm in awe. I'm in friggin' awe. It's just like moments like that. I remember last week when it was being channeled, that feeling like, oh, this is going to be special. And I'm so thankful and grateful that I'm able to remember it. Not really remember, but recall it is a better frame of words. And I think as I say that, because when I started my life here, and I said I need to alchemize, and boy did I ever. And I'm so grateful to alchemize this way, because it brings me back into who I am and not the external world. Because not everybody's going to see you for how amazing and incredible you are. And if you allow that person to pull you back down to their level, you're staying in that space that is not yours. That's somebody else's space that doesn't belong to you. So you have a choice of staying there, or you can push back. And push back doesn't mean physically, it doesn't mean anything other than, right, breathe in all the good stuff and exhale all the other stuff. And I'll quickly share here right now is I tended, for those who don't know, I'm gay, and I went to a meeting this morning. It's called Senior Pride, Silver Pride, same thing. And I was shunned by 4 people. Go figure. And that's where, you know, the human part of me is hurt. Very much so, because it's like I'm being held accountable for somebody else's, what they said to me. And I address them in front of everybody so they can't go around, oh, right? And I did not expect this today. Yeah, and that's what hurts, because people don't take responsibility for themselves when they create the problem, because there was never a problem prior, other than somebody saying to me, we'll find you a room, okay, and because I asked if I could play at Langley Pride, and this person said to me, we'll find you a room, and we'll put you in there, and if anybody wants to hear you or listen to you, they can go in there. That was the rudest, disrespectful thing you could ever say to anybody. And I responded in the moment saying, don't pigeonhole me. Yes, I do sound baths. Yes, I do meditative stuff. Yes, but that's just a part of me. I have this wide range of, you know, country folk to jazz swing. And, you know, and this person wasn't getting it. Other people were trying to explain to this person. And 2 weeks later, when we had our next meeting, I spoke up. And this person said, "Oh, what did I say?" So I told her what she said. And now it's turned into this unnecessary drama. And the fallout for me is people are shunning me. You weren't there for any of it. None of them were. Right? I know you care for your friend, but that's it. You care for your friend, but that doesn't mean you shun somebody because of it. It's just, there's many ways I can say it. But anyway, that's why I need to alchemize, and I want to get back into my alchemizing and see where we go. Okay, here we go. figure where I'm at here. Wow. Thank you, who's ever here. Thank you very, very much for your energies. I just need to do some alchemizing. And I think this is the first time I ever said the word alchemizing on a live, because that's what I do. I alchemize energy, and that includes my own. No kidding, no kidding. I'd like to share with you guys very quickly here. When I started looping, which was June of 2021, and I believe it was that August, if not the following year in August. And they showed me while I was channeling what I'm doing. What I do is create a container. In other words, that's the first track. That, and once I get that, wherever it wants to be or how it wants to be played, once I anchor that in within myself, then I lay down that track. If by chance that I make a mistake, meaning looping, I have to redo it. And that's when you see me do this, it means I'm redoing it. But once I anchor in that solid foundation, it's like a sandbox. That's how they described it to me, so I understood it. And what I've been doing for the last 3.5, coming towards 4 years, is learning and trusting myself. And in June of 2023, I embodied this, that I am. And it's been nothing but the most amazing, incredible ride. Absolutely. And, you know, I'm learning to trust myself at a level that I never could have imagined, let alone what you guys hear. I could have never imagined that. And what my music did for me, the first time when I got the looper, of course I had to figure out how in the hell to use it, because me and technology don't jive, not at all. But what I found was when I laid down a track, as I listened back, that track activated me. And that's when I start learning how to pick, because I never picked before that. I have my own style of picking, right? But not note by note type thing. And it's been quite an amazing journey to feel and trust myself in what I'm feeling and sensing and channel that incredible energy that you guys get to experience. I'm in awe of what I get to do. Do I know what I'm doing? I have no idea. None. Trust. Faith. I don't know if you guys can hear my chimes on my deck here. Just trust and faith. If we try to control something, we're here. Or I'm here. And it doesn't mean I don't waver. I pull myself back in if I do. And to be in that incredible space of being one with what I do and what I am. It's amazing. It truly is. And you guys get to experience this magic that comes in and through me, through my guitar, the way it does. Yeah. Yeah, I was in the recording studio in 2002 to start recording this music. I had to put that on the shelf for the last almost 3 years. 2.5 years. Because I've gone on one hell of a journey. One hell of a journey. And I feel that, okay, I think I can move forward with that album. I already got 3 albums out. If you go to my website, soulfulguitarist.com. By the way, Spirit gave me my name. Yeah. I'm ever so grateful because it speaks and encompasses everything, who I am and what I get to do and everything I get to be. So, yeah. And thank you for the love and support, everybody. On that lovely note, hugs and